This pod is brought to you by nobody, because we still ain't got no fucking sponsors.
Yo, man, you need to take it easy. This is like episode 3, fam. Like, relax.
Damn, you think we did more than one episode?
It feels like it because you be having you gotta plug in the last episode that you did. I really enjoyed it. The one that you dropped like yesterday.
What are you talking about?
The solo videos. You're getting better.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I remember I used to do solo videos and I used to stink. That shit is weird.
That shit is weird talking to yourself to the camera.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's fucking strange.
But at least you're getting comfortable with it. You cracked a joke. I was so happy for you. It's bad funny when you crack a joke and you gotta laugh at it. You don't laugh at your own joke.
You're an idiot.
It's true. That's the reason I could never do that shit.
You're an idiot. So today, what's our pod about?
We're gonna talk about music videos and our experience doing them.
I think this is gonna be his favorite video.
It's gonna be one of them, but I don't like. We call them hood music videos, but like, is that appropriate? I feel like we're downplaying it.
I think we need a definition for hood videos. Like, what is the definition of a hood music video?
When I think about a hood music video, I'm thinking of something that we do like locally in the community, like at the bodega, the trap house.
Gotta be low budget.
Low budget.
Yeah, low budget. You're right. Something in the community.
Like most likely it's a running gun. There's mostly a lot of niggas.
I was about to say, you're making it sound mad elegant.
I'll be trying to. I don't want to downplay them. Like sometimes I like hood videos, sometimes I don't. Like, yo, you know what's one of my favorite hood videos ever? I'm not sure if you've seen it because you're uncultured. DMX, how's it going down?
This guy just called me uncultured. Nah, I think they serve a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it because I think they serve a purpose. I think they're overdone. Overdone meaning done too much, not spent too much money on. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. I feel like I'm gonna have to edit a lot of what he says. What y'all think?
What? Not me.
What?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
This is like the third time we doing this episode.
That's because he fucked up so many times.
No, because you forgot to monitor the camera.
Shut up. Camera one. Camera A, we going. Camera B, we going. Yeah, he gets camera B, I get camera A.
Yeah, obviously. And you got to see 70. I was so jealous.
Why are you jealous? It's a visuals I am property. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got a question. When do I have to start putting money in?
Right now, after this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna prolong it just
after this episode. Okay. Here we go. So
you gotta keep me on topic. Word to Minaj, right? You gotta keep me on topic. Word to Minaj, right?
Yo, he gonna be on next week's episode.
Okay. I wonder where he's gonna be though.
I don't know. He might not even get a camera.
That's nuts.
Maybe I'll make you two share.
Nah, that's not fair. That's not fair. Yo, we need to create a labor union in visuals I am or something. Like, this is ridiculous.
Never.
Okay, man. So hood music videos.
All right. So hood music videos. All right. So let's talk about them for a second. Because honestly, I know for a fact us creators out there hate doing them. As much as we say we love doing them, we hate doing them.
Eventually, like when you first start off and you get a camera, that's like the go-to project.
I think that's because like it's the easiest project to do. You know what I'm saying? There's a rapper on every corner.
Yeah, it is.
In the hood. You know what I'm saying? Not in the hood, but in your hood. There's a rapper on every corner. And they're easy to find.
They're willing to give you a chance.
Yeah, they're willing to give you a chance. You willing to give them a chance. Let's talk about it though. I want to talk about it from the creative perspective, and I want to talk about it from the artist perspective. Just our ideas of it. So let me ask you something. Do you think hood videos are worth doing for artists?
I feel like in the beginning stages, and especially if you could find the right artist to work with, like in terms of interpreting their vision and creating turning into a video, yeah, and a lot of exposure. And also, one of the best things I like about doing music videos is like in terms of the money, you get paid like right on the spot.
That's from a creative perspective. But what about the artists? Like, you think artists really benefit from doing these music videos?
Yeah, if they do it right.
Like, what's doing it right,
in terms of pushing the video, like on the previous podcast, we were talking about like we were criticizing the way that they pushed the video. It's like less than 7 days and stuff like that. So we feel like they have to push it for longer than that.
I just feel like sometimes they get into this mentality, right, that they think the video's popping because all their friends watched it. Everybody from the hood watched it, and that's like 500 views. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it
and that's where you got 500 people in your neighborhood, 500 people in your building.
But I feel like that's where it caps out, and that's the problem. Like on that rocket ride from 0 to 500, they be hyped. But then 5 days, 6 days later, when they cap out at 500 and 500 stops moving, they just move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? And what was the benefit of that? Like, I just feel like there was no benefit to that. And that hurts us as creatives, and it hurts them as the artists, because then it's like you wasted, not only did you, I don't want to say you wasted people's time making a video that only 500 people saw, but you wasted an opportunity that you could have used that video, whether it be a hood video or not. You wasted it. You wasted the opportunity to promote that video. Like, that video could go somewhere. I'm not saying that you have to be super duper creative for a hood video. They serve their purpose. It's a visual to express your brand. And I think a lot of artists don't take it from that perspective. Like, this is a visualization of your brand, just like your album cover is, just like any photos you post on Instagram with your music attached to it. So like, you have to take that, just like your single, you got to take that, you got to push that, and you got to push it until it pops. Like, just because something didn't have a lot of money spent on it, or it's not the most amazing visual, doesn't mean it won't pop. Because I know lots of music videos that are not creative, but pop.
It depends on the artist and how they push it, and how it also like relates to their music
and relates to their audience.
Like I hate 6ix9ine, but it's like a lot of his videos they went viral, and there wasn't much thought. There wasn't much thought in it and everything. It was just like at the basketball court with like 100 niggas,
or in the middle of Linden Boulevard in Brooklyn, like with 100 niggas. And
so, don't you think like an artist, in terms of when they visualize a video, it has to really relate to the music a lot in terms of the energy?
100%. It has to relate to your brand. If your brand is energy, if your brand is hype, if your brand is, I'm bugging, that's just who I am, it has to relate to that.
So you think in terms of pre-production, it should be more planning that has to be done?
100%. And we're going to get to that. 100%. We're going to get to that. So actually, let's get to that right now. Do you think, from what we just talked about, as a creative, is it worth it for you to do hood music videos?
In the beginning, yeah.
In the beginning of what?
In the beginning of your camera career. Because I think that the best thing that benefits as a creative, or like in terms of a camera person or a DP, cinematographer, in terms of music videos, the editing. Editing is where you get a big benefit from doing all these music videos. You don't think so?
I think yes. I think editing is, if you're gonna center your part of your career around those type of videos, I think editing will help you separate from the crowd. I think because there's so many creatives doing the same type of videos for these artists over and over and over again, and they all start to look the same until you start to dive into, who has better edits, who's doing these visual effects better, or who's like cutting better than the other. Like, I think that's what separates you from everybody else out here with a camera. Because it's easy to get cameras out here.
Yeah, it is.
They cheap.
Yeah.
Decent quality is cheap right now.
Yeah. Because now there's like a lot of cameras set toward the consumer.
I mean, you could get a GH5 for like $900 out here now.
If you
shoot fire.
There's people shooting with Canon TSIs.
That's what I'm saying. And T2Is.
Yeah, I know I messed up. TSI. And
I mean, quality 1080 over YouTube, you can't tell the difference between that and a I don't want to say a red, but you can't tell the difference between a Canon T2i and a GH5 in 1080 on YouTube. What do I have against red? I don't have anything against red. I'd love a red camera.
Then why you got two Canon cameras?
I got Canon. I'm a Canon fanboy right now. What the fuck?
And I'm technically a Canon fanboy too.
Don't start. He's never shot with a Canon before.
Ooh, this is a Canon right here.
He's about to start right now. But
shut up.
We won't go into that.
But in terms of like, what about in terms of framing and stuff? Do you feel like you benefit a lot from doing music videos in terms of framing? Is that something else that's very important?
I think doing hood music. Let me stop calling them hood music videos.
I know.
think doing those types of music videos are practice for the bigger budget things that you're going to do later. Like, it's hard to compose a bodega 100 times differently. You know what I'm saying? But if you could pull that off, bro, you're going to be the expert in composition.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm a fanboy for anything. Like, doing music videos in a bodega, I'll be hyped for that shit, yo. I just think that shit is fire. Like, a bodega, and especially if you can find a bodega cat. What?
Hell yeah, idiot.
When we did that King video in the bodega, I was hyped. I was like, yo, this is amazing.
Oh, the one with
Big Bro Cash Flow?
Yeah.
I hate your brother.
That was cool. It was a cool video.
Yeah, I know. It was cool.
The epitome of a hood music video, though.
I love it, though.
Yeah, it was the epitome.
I love it.
Of a hood music video. But yeah.
You don't like shooting in bodegas?
When
When you could get the clearance to shoot in a bodega, it's just cool.
you act like that's hard. That's not hard. I feel like 90% of bodegas have no problem with you shooting in there.
Sometimes. And that store had a lot of traffic too.
Yeah, that's true too. And he had they ain't gonna say no to a frequent customer. If it's in your hood and you there every day, they ain't gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna tell you no. Just don't start jumping on the counters and shit. And don't make a mess, because then they ain't gonna want to clean that shit up.
Yeah, exactly. Then you always gonna have that drunk that always wants to be in a music video.
Exactly. It has to jump on the counter and shit. Like, it's so annoying. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they're a necessary. I don't want to say evil, but you're
gonna have some bad experiences, I'll tell you that.
You're definitely gonna have bad experiences.
And those are there for you to learn from.
I mean, I think they definitely benefit you. They teach you how to control your own set. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you're not controlling the set when it's one of those types of videos, then you're not gonna be successful in this business, because you got to be able to control the set.
Do you think during some of these music video sets that they're hard to control?
Yes, 100%.
I could tell you one music video that we did that was hard to control. Mm. Do you remember when we did the Joey video in the hotel with the ladies, with the naked ladies?
Yes.
Yo, that shit was ridiculous. Cause a bunch of women were naked and these dudes lost their minds. They were they would tell these women what to do, and I'm sitting there yo, you have nothing to do with this music video, fam. And I felt awkward for the ladies too. I
ain't gonna lie, from what I remember, that video was a long time ago, but from what I remember from that video, yes, it was hard to maintain the set, but this is the problem with those running guns. We went in there without a plan. So it's
that should turn into a cinematic sports shoot.
Yo. So it's the chaos that was on that set is kind of what made the video what it was.
It looks cool.
It's not my favorite video, don't get me wrong. It's not even close to my favorite video. But that chaos contributed to the look on that set. That was a run and gun. Show up to a location, make it was one location though. There's been times we've been let's drive over here. Then we see we don't like the location. It's garbage, and we have to move. Yeah, exactly. So it was. I totally agree with you. It was not. We didn't have control of that set, but that situation made the video what it was. There was no planning for that video ahead of time. No. But that was our fault. Not our fault. That was my fault. But
do you remember
one thing I've learned?
The smoke machine. that's the first time.
Oh my god! And it kept setting off the fire alarm. Oh my god! That's one thing I've learned from doing videos like that is you have. Running and gunning is fun when you first start. When you first start. But you're not gonna make the videos you want to make if you're not
Having some type of plan.
Control, having some type of plan and taking control of the video. Like, yeah, all right, cool. You're gonna make $600. You're gonna make $800. You're gonna make 1,000 on that video, whatever, what have you. But is it worth it to make some shit that's ass?
No. I feel like that's what
exactly. I think that's what these videos are gonna teach people.
And that's what I like. I feel like we're at that point now. It's like I want to plan. I want to flex my creativity. Like a lot of these artists nowadays, it's just pretty much they're not really reaching for the stars in terms of creativity, and that bothers us.
Yeah,
and that's stifling us because you're gonna see a video from us and you'll be like, oh, is this what all these dudes is really capable of? When I have all these type of plans, I have these scripts, I have all these synopses that I want to get through, but a lot of these artists, they don't fuck with it because they just want to be basic and they try to be penny pinchers.
And that's actually a good transition into the next segment that I want to talk about. The next topic I want to talk about is what's the best way to go about doing these types of
I press the wrong button. The transition button is this one.
Stupid ass. Like, what's the best way to go about doing these types of videos? Like, how can we make them worth it for us as creatives? And I think 100% goes into the pre-production. Like, if you're not doing the right pre-production, if you're not doing any pre-production, you're going to be frustrated on set. These are not going to go the way you want to go. If you're not taking control of the set or of what's going to happen on production day, like, you're not going to like doing this.
No, and it also has to be a collaboration.
100%.
Because a lot of times this is one-sided.
100%.
It's pretty much the artist, this is what they want to do, and you have to execute.
Yeah. And then you're just a cameraman. I don't want to hear it. You're just a cameraman.
I hate that word. Yo, can we talk? We could do a whole episode on the word cameraman.
We really could.
I'd be so triggered.
Yo,
they'd be like, yo, cameraman. I'm not a cameraman.
Like, don't fucking call me a cameraman. But honestly, when you let that happen to you, that's what you are. You the guy with the camera that's doing what I tell you to do.
Nah, but I was definitely seeing you on set. Niggas called you director, and I see you have the dumb little smile on your face.
Cause I mean that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
I see you called me an assistant the other day. I didn't like that.
But
okay, so what do you do when an artist really wants it to be a one-sided affair? Like, do you continue to work with them? Do you have a talk with them? What do you do?
I think that has to be figured out during pre-production. Like when you're pitching your treatment. When you telling them your prices, when you talking about locations and what's gonna happen on that day, what we shooting, whatever, what have you. Like, you know from jump, if they not liking your ideas, or if you're not executing on booking this location or getting this person on set or this model on set, whatever, these props, you know what's going to happen before you get there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And if you're not planning for perfection, then you're definitely not going to get it.
So the next question I have for you, can you combat a low budget with a storyline? Because that's what I feel I've been trying to do.
Yes.
Like, try to make the videos interesting with a storyline. Like, instead of just having, like, performance shots and shit like that.
Not even a storyline, just being creative with what the video is going to be about. Or what the video is going to include. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a story.
You being in the trap counting money is not original, fam. Everybody's a fucking boss out here.
Well, yeah, it's not original. Can it be done well? Yes, it could be done well. But if you are figuring that out on set, like, let's shoot in that trap house right across the street or over there. Okay, cool,
on top
let's
of the
go.
trap house.
on top of the trap house with a drone circling around. Like, if you're not planning these things and they're just happening and they have nothing to do with all the other scenes that you shot, like, 99% of the time that video is not going to be successful and you're not going to enjoy what you just shot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Because remember that time I had the idea of Homeboy going through all these different rooms in the trap house and seeing something different?
That was a dope ass idea.
Like, I think that was dope, but it's just like we never got to do it because Homeboy just...
He wasn't feeling it. And
he liked it, but the thing about it, he went for the easier option.
Go ahead. But he also didn't have a budget, right?
We'll talk about it off pod. Like, I wish they would lean to us more in terms of storylines instead of themselves. Like, they be so into, a lot of artists be so into themselves.
I think that's our fault too. I'm gonna take responsibility for that because I think
Take a lot of responsibility today. What's going on?
because I like to take these podcasts and self-reflect while I'm talking.
Oh, okay. But you don't, off pod, you don't use none of this shit.
Hell no.
You don't take none of your advice.
Never wrong, bitch. I'm gonna take responsibility for that because a lot of the times I don't like if I don't have an idea, I like to lean on them, and then once you give them that opening, like not
over.
that opening, but it's over.
It's over. Yo,
Like,
bring the guns.
Once you tell them like, oh yeah, do this, we can do that. Oh, you got any ideas? Like for the video we about to shoot Friday, like she has no idea what she wants.
Then why don't you just send me the song?
I
did send the song. You did send me the song.
Yeah, I did send you. So we got to write that treatment today, actually, because I think I have to call her later or tomorrow.
You sent the deposit? That's another thing that's very important. A deposit is
Don't
very...
do none of the work until you get it. That's the best advice I could give anybody.
Don't book anything on the calendar until you get a deposit.
Don't even write that shit down.
Because, yo, I would plan like a whole day or whatever without a deposit just for them to cancel multiple times. Like, I hate that shit.
100%. Which reminds me, there's a calendar change I got to tell you about, but we'll talk about that offline. But what about post-production? Like, what do you think we could do in post-production as creatives to enhance these types of videos? Like, these low budget, like...
I think that would actually... I don't know why you're asking me that question when you're involved with more of the post-production aspects than me, though.
I mean, yeah, but you're a good idea type of guy. You one of them dudes that got lots of ideas with no execution.
Don't lie to these people on this podcast. Yo, because like the minute somebody tells me re-edit, I'll be pissed off and depressed.
Yo, he be calling me like, yo, I don't know how you deal with this shit, bro. I don't know how you deal with this shit.
I'll be like, yo, videography and photography are not the same.
God, I ain't never shooting events again. I ain't never shooting this again. Blah blah blah. Yeah,
that's another episode. That's another whole episode of events.
This dude be getting.
I'm so upset, man.
I think you have to. You have to set the expectations. One, this is my video.
I think I'd be fucking up.
I mean, this is my, I don't want to say this is my video, like as a creative, but
I definitely see your logo.
Especially when it comes to low budgets.
I definitely see your logo before the artist in that videos.
Every single time. Every single
time. What's up with that?
What do you mean?
Is there like a whole strategy to that? The visuals I am glitch.
I think it's is letting them know that this is mine. You know what I'm saying? This is mine. Especially on low budget projects, like this is mine.
So a low budget project, right? That's anything that's under $1,000.
Nah.
What's your classification?
I would even say something that's $1,500 is low budget.
Okay.
I mean, it depends. Like, do we have a crew? If we ain't got a crew, it's a low budget.
How many people got to be in the crew?
5, 10, 15.
Okay. I just wanted you to tell me what the classification of a low budget video is.
I think it's, it depends. Like, it depends on what we're shooting, honestly. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh,
post-production.
What was I saying?
So do you really want somebody, so the person that you're supposedly doing a video with, right, in terms of sending it back and forth, would you prefer if that person was in the same room with you or no?
No.
Why is that?
I don't like editing with somebody over my shoulder. That's one. That's just me personally, but I don't like editing with somebody over my shoulder. That's one. 2,
you said realize the expectations.
Yeah, you got to set expectations from jump. Like, I'm gonna sit here for a week, 2 weeks editing this project. You should know what we have based on what we shot. As the artist, you were there the whole time we were shooting.
Yeah.
So you need to have realistic expectations of what we got, how you looked. On those shots.
That's nice.
Like, and I'm not going to spend another 3 weeks. You guys set the expectation. I'm as the editor, like, I'm not going to spend 3 weeks editing this and then another 3 weeks fixing what you think needs to be fixed. Like,
yeah, like you have to have a time period.
Or unless you're going to re-up the budget.
Yeah, because I think in terms of editing, a lot of people are really cheap with that. Like in terms for a re-edit, you would really have to pay like a whole separate fee for that.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of creatives aren't charging for editing. Like it's not even something you're thinking about when it comes to your time. You're charging for, oh yeah, let's shoot for 4 hours, blah blah blah. All right, cool. We're gonna do 2 locations. We're gonna do 3 locations, or whatever, what have you. But so you charge them a set price, like $800. All right, cool. What about the hours and hours you spent editing this? Like it's basically like you did it for free.
What's the minimum hours do you really work with in terms of music, doing a music video?
It depends. It depends on how much.
We had to do an average, like estimate.
If I had to do an average, I probably spend 10 to 12 hours editing a music video.
And if it takes you that long, it double for me.
Yeah. I mean, not that it's double for you. I don't know your editing speed, but yeah, it probably takes me about 10 to 12 hours. Sorting through footage, cutting it up, colorings, any effects. Blah,
coloring
blah, blah.
Coloring is another aspect that we need to cover eventually.
Yeah,
that shit could take
I'll tell you what
days.
takes the longest. Sound design. Oh my God.
Sound design too.
Sound design takes forever.
And you did that on the latest boss video.
I did.
But you're an engineer, so you used to be an engineer, so you know.
Anyway.
When you're gonna be the engineer, music video director person, all these different skills.
Let's not talk about my past. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You think? Let me ask you a question. Let me go back to the artist real quick. Artist perspective. You think artists will ever see like return on investment for these type of videos?
It's gonna take a
like
long
honestly,
time. It's gonna take a long fucking time. I remember that time we did a music video with King and White Boy, right? And
oh my God, I remember that video.
I bring this shit up all the time. And he asked King, when is he going to be able to see a return on investment on his music video? King laughed in his face. And I did too. Like, what? You're going to be spending a lot of money.
I don't even think he does music anymore.
He was privileged anyway, but I'm just saying, like, yo, come on, man. Like, that was a wild one. Like, yo, it takes a long time to profit off of music.
I'm going to give him props on this. Every artist should have that mentality.
Yeah, I agree, but it's fucking
every
hard.
artist should have. That was one of the first things he asked. Like, he was a Jewish white. He was a Jewish white boy. And
are you gonna edit that? Because I remember when I said that Dominican shit, y'all took it out.
No, I'm not editing that because it proves my point. Like, he thought about what's my return on investment, what's my ROI. Like, at the end of the day, this is a business. Like, yes, it's something I love to do, and that's why I do it. But if I'm going to invest in something, I need to know when I'm going to get a return on my investment. And not enough artists think like that. They think about, okay, how many views am I going to get? How many listeners am I going to get? How many people going to be on my dick after I put this video out? And that's the problem. Like, all right, there's a bunch of people on your dick on Instagram. Cool. Are you making money from that, though? Mm-hmm. Are you getting your money back? Like, is there a return on investment? And I think not enough artists think like that. And honestly, not enough creators think like that either. Mm-hmm. Like, not enough artists think like that. Like, and not enough creatives think like that.
Do they have the affordability to talk about, like, do they have the leverage to really talk about that shit though? Like, as an artist, an independent artist, right? Nobody knows what the fuck a stream costs. Right, mm-hmm. You have to call it. You spend money on the music video. You spend money on the time to record the songs. Right, mm-hmm. Then you might end up having to pay to perform on those whack ass circuits. Mm-hmm. Like, it's hard.
I agree with you. It is hard.
You niggas ain't getting paid for a feature like as an independent artist unless you really have some type of audience.
I agree with you, but I believe if they went in with that mentality, it would happen sooner. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, too many of these artists just think about clout.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, and clout is not going to pay my bills. Well, it can if I got enough of it. But
no, but I always find it funny. Like, yo, when we be doing music videos, you know, they be in the neighborhood. They be like, oh, you shoot a music video? Oh, I want to be in it. And I'll be like...
Happens all the time.
And like, you know what else is hilarious? Like, you know when they want to see the music video and they take out their phone and record it and put it on Instagram.
Oh my god,
that should be jokes. But
I mean, that's cool. Like that's
so that's the reason.
promo.
That's the reason you should have expectations in terms of your music video. Like, there's always gonna be a disconnect sometimes. Like, they'll see the footage, and when you have the final product, they'll be like, "Yo, what happened? You're missing this part. You're missing that part."
Yeah,
like you have to set your expectations.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, 100%. So let me ask you, what's the best way you feel to promote music videos then once you do them? They shot, they're edited. What should we do with them now?
I think you should blast it on your social media networks. You see, everybody that you're cool with, right, or you can talk to on Instagram or any of these social medias, I think it should be like a sharing system. Like, anytime I have a video, whatever, 10 to 20 people constantly share it on their networks so people can actually see it. And this is free promo. This is free promo.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way that you should be approaching if you have no budget. Is get as much people that you know to really support it and pretty much share it whenever they can.
You think it's worth paying for promo?
Yes. But the thing about it, you have to find the right ways, because some of it is stupid. Like, there was a trend, like, I think you remember the trend, like, with dancing, you pay a dancer to dance to your video and shit like that.
Yeah,
and think that your shit's going to blast off.
That's going on right now. And it's like, is that worth it?
It depends. It depends on the type of artist.
Yeah, that's true. I think it depends on if the song is already popping. I think those type of videos keep your song lasting, but the song got to be popping first. Like, take for example that new Cardi song.
Yeah.
Like, that song was gonna hit the chart, was gonna hit #1 no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
It's up in the stuff.
But if there's a dance to it, it's gonna keep it there longer.
How do you feel about all these people doing challenges? I'm saying, like, your song doesn't need a challenge.
Yo, for real. And how they get these old ass songs and making challenges out of them too? Like that Nelly video with the silhouette challenge. Like, I don't get it.
I love it.
Of course you love it, but
no, we're talking about
like,
as an independent artist that you be trying to start a challenge. I would just be sitting there laughing like, this shit. Come on, man. Your song ain't that popping for this.
For real, like, I don't get it. But
well, you just see, it's just so hard to be a music artist nowadays. I'm really happy I'm not in the music industry at all.
I mean, you are as a creative. You circling.
Yo,
around.
yeah. A lot of people think I'm in the music industry. I'm not. Like, I have a homegirl, yo, she's really deep in the music industry, and she was like, "Yo, you know, you part of the music industry." I was like, "Nah, not I."
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck you thought.
Okay, so anyway, with that being said,
I'm not in the music industry.
let's if y'all got any questions, please feel free to DM us.
No, not us. Send it to him. Send it to him.
If y'all got any questions y'all want,
I don't care about your questions.
If y'all got anything y'all want us to talk about, please hit us. Let's talk about our weekly inspirations.
Oh, weekly inspirations?
What inspired you this weekend?
Don't ask me first.
I already did. What inspired you this weekend?
This weekend, I was on Instagram and I seen a bunch of film photographers, and I said, yeah, I'm going to go outside. I said, I'm going to go outside. It's snowing right now in New York City. What's today?
Yo, let me tell you, this dude is a hater, bro.
I am a hater.
Yo, like, he can't. You want to talk about competitive photographers? This is the epitome of a competitive photographer. Can't nobody be better than him.
No, I can't. Like, in terms, because we talk about this all the time. Like, in terms of photography, it gets really boring real quick. So you have to create motivation. And I like to channel my inner Jordan.
I agree.
Like, you know, when he was in the documentary, like, I took this personally. That's me.
I agree.
You don't feel like, do you feel like it's the same for videographers in terms of competition? Because, you know, I'll be throwing what's the name in your face.
I mean, there's definitely people that inspire me to do certain types of work. You know what I mean? There's also other people that inspire me, like, when there's a type of buzz behind a certain director, and it's like,
you don't take that,
why?
You don't take that shit personally?
I don't take it personally, but it definitely inspires me to go out there and create more. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm trying to put niggas' face in the ground.
There's certain directors, it's like, that shit just
be clout, man. Like, that's all they have.
Like, I can't stand directors that are just popping because of clout. Like, that shit really, really bothers me. Like, because it's like, You are just popping because of the people you're rolling with, not because of
the actual skill.
Quality of your art. Yeah, like I can't stand that. I can't stand that because those are the same dudes that like are running and gunning and putting out shitty quality and just hurting the whole industry for everybody else. Like you're hurting the whole industry for everybody else.
And they got the special effects. You got the X on the eyes.
Oh my God, don't get me wrong. And then they say aperture is shit, but
you know one part that we forgot to mention, like you see like an artist, the way they look on the camera and they blame you. That shit is hilarious.
It is what it is.
When it's not, it's hilarious when it's not happening to you.
Please don't let no artist come on your set drunk or fucked up. Like, please, because I'm telling you right now, it's just going to fuck up your day. Like, it's going to make your work shittier because they decided that they needed to be inebriated on your set.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't even need to be inebriated. They're still doofy. And they just be like, yo, why you make me look doofy? I'm like, yo, fam, this is you on the regular life.
Bro. Hey, that's you in real life, IRL, bro.
Like, yo, I'm a doof. Like, I know that. So when I look doofy on camera, I'm not going to be like, yo, Anthony, why you make me look like a doof on camera?
Yeah, I don't. Whatever. Another topic for another day, I guess.
So we done?
I think we done.
37 minutes.
That's exactly what I wanted to. I wanted to keep it under 40.
Yeah, I know. I like that time limit.
I like easy listening, like Lionel Richie.
I love Lionel Richie.
Easy.
I have to go home and play Hello on my keyboard.
Oh my God, this dude is trying to become a one-man band. He's
multi-instrumentalist,
guitar, piano,
guitar.
He's trying to leave us in the visual world and become a artist, even though he doesn't want to be in the music industry. He just spent the whole episode talking about how he don't want to be in the music industry.
Yo,
he's sitting there and learning every instrument he possibly can.
Yo, I just realized on this podcast, I'm a hypocrite.
What? You needed this podcast to learn you were.
Yo, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Dude, that is crazy.
Yo, I'm Ant.
My name's Edward Zephyrin. Actually, no. My name's
Put
Easy.
His whole government out there.
No, I regret that. I regret that.
Ant.
I'm Easy.
We'll see y'all later.
One.
Peace.
When's the last time you heard one?
Just now, dumbass.